Hey guys, Jason here with Skeleton Key Tactical at the range up in Idaho with Alien Gear holsters. We're talking about some different stuff on the range today. I want to talk about here briefly about engaging targets with only one hand to shoot instead of two, based on the assumption that maybe you're recovering from an injury, got your arm in a sling, and you still want to use your everyday carry, or you're in a gunfight and one of your hands gets wounded, or your arm or your shoulder, whatever, rendering you unable to do a two-handed grip. What we're going to do is, when we switch over to, there's a couple different schools of thought here for this, okay? A lot of guys like to shoot squared up to the range, and you're going to see me put my hand on my chest or on my belly, or hook it in my pocket, or hook it on my belt. And the reason for that is because if it's a wounded one, I may not be able to do that, but for the case of practicing on the range, I'm going to do something with it so it's not just hanging out here like a wind vane, causing me problems with my sight alignment and where I want to put my shots. So it's either going to come up here or tuck it in my pocket. So you'll see that throughout the duration while we're doing this. Some guys want to do this where we're going to be squared up to the target and they're shooting like this, just like they normally would, okay? I don't have an issue with that. Works fine for a lot of people. I find it doesn't work well for me because I don't have a lot of weight in my torso, and I end up tending to get a little bit too much recoil coming back in, and I don't have a very good shot-to-shot ability. So I take that and I blade myself off a little bit. This also gives me the ability to kind of point my toe toward the target and drive in a little bit and control the recoil and get my follow-on shots right where I want them. Let's do a couple shots here and see what this looks like. We'll talk as we're doing it. So I'm out over my gun. I got my body position pretty aggressive toward the target. Okay, two different ways guys do this one as well. A lot of guys will cant the gun a little bit, maybe 45 degrees to the side, and they break the shot like that. Okay, and I'm not necessarily dislike that, but I'm not a big fan because for me it just doesn't work right. I'd prefer to come back in a little bit, drive this thing home, and I'm going to drop my elbow down so that when the gun goes off, I'm going to get more of an up and down hinge. For me, this seems to work better to put me back on the same target as I was. Same aiming point, I mean. Okay, you see how it just kind of hinges up, drops back into place, okay? I'm using exactly the same grip as I had before. I've just removed this hand. Everything works fine. The more you get out over the gun, the better you can control the recoil, just like normal shooting with two hands. That's a pretty good thing to do right there. Same thing in reverse if we're going to do it with the other hand, or maybe you're left-handed. Either way, I'm still going to be toe pointed in toward the target, knee forward a little bit, and I'm just going to do the same thing. With my left hand, I'm not quite as good as I am with my right. But if you notice, that grip looks exactly the same with my left hand as it does with my right. And then now we've just shot the thing dry. We're not going to talk reloads from the one hand on this video because we're going to separate that out and do it on another one. But at the end of the day, everything works exactly as it did before. Same trigger squeeze, same grip, same aiming, same sight picture. Everything's exactly like it was before. Thanks for watching. If you're interested in any more info on that, check out our YouTube channel or go to aliengearholsters.com. Thanks a lot.